And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Springfield. Springfield. It's a wonderful town. The airport's up and the capital's down. Capital city of this state of Illinois. Marlo Gazzoli here on a sunny but cold and windy day, along with Thomas Latz. Thomas, how are you?
Really good, but really cold.
Yeah, it's some interesting weather conditions, as you can no doubt hear yourselves. So how do you think as this wind's going to affect the play today, Thomas?
Well, I could see there, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of kicking today because the wind is going across the field, so it will really hurt both teams. I think we could see some sloppy passes. Hopefully not from the Salette Lions because we've worked on passing a lot. But, yeah, those are the main ways it could affect the game.
And then the lineouts too, probably, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for the lineups, we have for your Lions first 15, in fullback number 15, Eamon Martin, number 11 wing, Matthew Romero, number 12, center Peter Dvorak, number 13, center J. Artola, and then 14, Daryl Wang, the other wing. At number 10, the fly half, Kevin Quigley. At number 9, the scrum half, Chris Halligan. In the front row, number 1, Luke Dean. Number 2, Dominic Kotsis. Number 3, Augustin Blood. And then for our second row, at flank, number 6, Raphael Dvorak. Number 4, the lock, Charles Prather. Number 5, the lock, Nathan Wiener. And the other flanker, number 7, Vincent Boozy. And of course, in the number 8 position, our captain, Mark Shea.
Strong lineup there.
Absolutely. Should be some exciting stuff. Many of these players, I guess, haven't played much rugby before, other than the seniors, due to the coronavirus.
Yes, the senior class is the only class here that's ever been here for a complete rugby season.
Wow, that is something else. But we're glad to be back, even if it's a little cold and windy today. The opposition today, out of the great city of St. Louis, is St. Louis University High, the baby Billikens. A Billiken, of course, being a Asian sort of nymph. No, not a nymph. Imp. A sort of mischievous creature. All right.
Well, that's an interesting mascot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think quite as formidable as a lion, but interesting.
Indeed. And for the St. Louis University High School at 15, Gunn. Number 11, Southern. 12, Kluba. 13, Stein. 14, Croat. 10, fly half, Sextro. Number 9, Kupler. And in the front row, we have Carruthers, Forthouse, Barnes. In the second row, number 6, Kellogg. The 2 locks, O'Keefe and Petlansky. The other flanker, Meacham. And in the number 8 position, Devotee. We should, of course, also mention the very important bench players who will no doubt appear at some point in this game for the Lions. Number 16, Kenny Simmons. 17, Benjamin Halligan. Number 18, Titan Esparza. 19, Braden Wall. 20, Sam Betts. 21, Pat Duggan. 22, Ryland Ta.
I believe we're going to see either Ryland Ta or Sam Betts coming in at wing today because Daryl Wang, in spite of the fact that he's starting varsity, is still our JV captain, so we're planning on seeing him for the whole JV game, so he'll need to come out at about halfway through the varsity game.
Okay, so good for him to get some varsity time as well. And indeed, it's perhaps a bit misleading this year to say that we have a true JV side, since they're actually technically a varsity team playing in the 2nd division. Isn't that right, Thomas?
Yes. So none of the Division I Illinois teams are fielding a JV team this year. So in order to get any Illinois State competition, we had to go Division II varsity. However, today and last time we played at the Lindenwood tournament, we are actually playing as a JV team because teams we're playing do have JV. It's just the Illinois State League doesn't have JV this year.
Ah, Illinois. Such a state. As you can see, I don't know if we're doing a live shot now. Are we? Can the people see the beautiful scenic airport? Presumably. Excellent. Our producer, engineer, cameraman is, of course, Joseph Bergman. And it looks like we're getting close to kickoff. The Lions receiving some final instruction and a benediction from the coach, Father James Carlisle, who is assisted, of course, by Michael Vitri from the great state of New Jersey.
Michael Vitri has been impressive as a coach this year. Before coming to La Salette this year, he hadn't studied or even watched much rugby at all, and he's learned the game fast, and as far as we can tell so far, been very successful as a coach for us.
Excellent, excellent. Of course, his area of expertise of study was in the physical sciences, not by which I mean not physics, but I guess the doing physical things, right? Sports medicine, I believe, is the term. And whoever's, I think there might be a slight advantage if somebody's playing from right to left, I think,
Yes.
in terms of kicking. As you can see, the goalposts are a little bit perhaps shorter. It's definitely shorter than the La Salette goalposts.
Yes.
The referee informed us that this was due to the nearby airport. And apparently they were once taller, but they had to be made shorter due to the demands of civilian aviation.
Okay.
So,
Wonder what the height limit is for any structure close to an airport.
they've gotta exist. All right, we're getting close. The referee is taking the pitch. As the bench players move to the sideline, it looks like Daniel Duggan will be judging touch, assisting this referee. And now we're just waiting on the SLUH Billikens to take the pitch.
And SLUH is ready to go.
And it looks like the Lions will be playing from left to right on your screen for this first half. Yes. Woof. In terms of weather, I can only hope that there is not a whole lot of stoppage on the clock.
Yes.
All right. And it looks like we're getting ready. Kevin Quigley will be doing the kicking for the Lions. And we are off. The first minute of play, a low kick by Quigley. With the Lions showing off their defensive prowess.
Tackling is one of our best strong points this year.
As the kick looks like it's gone out. Kick has gone out into the dead ball zone. And so now what happens, lads?
I believe there's an option for that. One of them is a goal line dropout. Looks like there might have been an advantage, though.
Yes, indeed, a scrum to the Lions. And so let's see how the Lions do. I know the scrummage has been a little bit rough for the Lions in the first 2 matches. Chris Halligan feeding into the scrum.
Scrum looks strong. A little bit higher than typical for us, but it looks good.
Quickly out to De Artola.
Very strong run there by him.
Katzis now taking the ball into contact. The Lions showing good support, good teamwork. Gus Blood, I say that was a high tackle, sir. Indeed, he puts out the arm advantage. The Lions continuing up the field. Out to Quigley, out to number 12, Peter Dvorak. And it was sort of a maul beginning to form. And the
did not get the advantage.
But I think we're going back to the
mark of the penalty.
For the, he hasn't. There it is. There we go, high tackle. And Kevin Quigley faking the kick, quick touch to Gus Blood. Gus Blood, a powerful run up the pitch. They can't stop him. An excellent run by Gus Blood. And the Lions now, just I would say about maybe 10 meters out, perhaps even shorter, really. And another penalty. Another penalty to the Lions. A quick tap by Captain Mark Shea. Gus Blood, another powerful drive, brought to ground. But the Lions trusting on this windy day to try and push forward with brute strength. But now to Kevin Quigley, out to the wing. Missed pass by Peter Dvorak, who was taken up by Joseph De Artola. The Lions making good work against these baby Billikens. That was number 5, Wiener, taking the ball into contact. Number 7, Vincent Boozing on the pitch. Now out to the sides, Peter Dvorak receiving the handoff from Kevin Quigley, the fly half. Oh.
And a knock on by Mark Shea, I believe.
The arm is up.
Playing advantage.
And now going back to where the knock on. And so a scrum to the Billikens. Well,
Billikens possession, but I would say we still have a bit of an upper hand here because we're within their 22.
Absolutely. And of course, it's mostly about territory, where you are in rugby as opposed to possession, sort of a bit unlike American football. And
We can still be attacking on defense.
Absolutely. A little bit of another high scrum.
But strong.
And the Billikens now just opting not to kick on this windy day. Attempting to just drive up the middle of the field. For now, a very high pass. There's the kick as the wind died down. Perfect time for a kick.
Very long and high kick.
Eamon Martin, our fullback, kicks it back himself. A high kick, not very far, not taken in by number 7. The referee having some words with the SLUH players. And there's the mark. And so another scrum to the Billikens.
I'm not sure quite what happened there. That's around where Eamon Martin received the kick, but I'm very certain he did not knock it on.
I think I heard something about, well, it doesn't particularly matter. Not a particularly good pass out from the scrum to number 13, Stein for SLUH. A penalty not releasing to the Lions. Excellent stuff. It's all about the fundamentals. Kevin Quigley elects to kick for touch, and he finds it. I think it
hit Michael Vitry.
Careful now. All right. Now let's
so
see.
Lions line out basically right in front of us.
Yeah, we saw a beautiful view. Now it'll be interesting to see what the Lions do here with as a scapular goes flying off from the pitch. And Coach Jason Lanthier is now here with his son Thomas. Mark Shea with the throw in, taken in by Luke Dean, who attempts an offload to Mark Shea, but a penalty to the Lions. Chris Halligan with the quick tap to Mark Shea, into contact.
Looks like there was a high tackle.
Those SLUH players have got to watch that.
I think we've seen like 4 or 5 advantages in this game so far.
And another whistle.
And penalty awarded to the Lions.
Chris Halligan to Luke Dean, who takes the ball into contact. The number, that's Mark Shea, I believe, to Dominic Kotsis. And again, these baby Billikens have got to be careful here with their tackles. They're going very high. Peter Dvorak, number 12, out to Daryl Wang, and he knocked on the ball. And so a scrum to the Billikens.
Is this our 4th scrum today?
Oh, I think it is. We've seen a lot of scrum action. I suppose not terribly surprising with all the wind. Now, have you been? There's quite a bit of muddy terrain around the pitch, but it seems like the pitch itself is not particularly muddy. Would you agree, Thomas?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
The scrum out to the Billikens, making it out onto the right side of the pitch, going back into the middle. The Lions setting their defense as the Billikens continue their drive up the center, making their way further away from us to the other side of the pitch. And that was a kick out to Eamon Martin, taking it in, electing to run with it himself.
Makes quite a few meters there, just dodging around people.
But the Billikens regain possession. The Billikens working their way, trying to work their way further into Lions territory. I think this is the first time we've really seen the Billikens make it this far into Lions territory, even make it into Lions territory. Rough pass taken in by the SLUH fullback, and a knock on, I believe. And
yes.
The referee agrees, a knock on by number 11 for SLUH, Southern.
Had like 3 missed passes in a row by SLUH before that knock on, so it was about time for it.
And so the forward pack's getting quite a bit of work in this matchup. Chris Halligan, the scrum half for the Lions. And a solid scrum for the Lions. Chris Halligan takes it out to Mark Shea, who decides against trying to get between those two Billikens. Out to Charles Prather. Quigley out to Peter Dvorak. Out to D'Artola on the wing. Well, D'Artola's the center, but out there on the left side of the pitch. But the Billikens take it away. D'Artola in hot pursuit and knocked on, indeed, and out.
Not sure why he decided to do that kick there. Was he like trying to hide his knock on?
Perhaps just frustration. Who knows? But another scrum. Woof. Well, if we certainly, in a certain sense, won't need any scrum practice after this for a while.
Oh, yeah. We are playing our scrums a little higher than we prefer today.
Indeed. Yeah, very high scrums, at least relative to where we were a few years ago. Quickly with the kick into Billikens territory. Who decided to kick it back? And that ball's probably going to go out. Eamon Martin picks it up, though. It didn't go out. He kicks it. Taken in by the fullback for the Billikens.
Breaks 2 tackles.
And the Lions finding the Billikens, making their way down the pitch, setting their defense. And now SLUH passing it out to the side to 13 Stein, their center. Whoa, as Custblood got pushed out of the way by one of the Billikens. Nathan Weiner with a good tackle. At least bringing it down, and a penalty, not rolling away, I believe.
Awarded to the Billikens.
It's the Billikens. He looks like he's going for points. Interesting choice. Going for points on a windy day, hoping that the winds will guide it through the uprights. What do you think of this choice, Thomas?
It really depends on how good he is at kicking. This could be a really good decision or a really bad decision.
Good point, good point. I mean, the wind is definitely blowing towards the uprights in the sense of, you know, as opposed to in the opposite direction, but as the wind really gusts up as he's about to make the kick. And it did not. It missed the uprights. And so with a missed kick like that, now we'll have a, what is it, a 22?
I believe so.
And kick from the Lions, so the Lions will kick from their own 22. Kevin Quigley going up against that wind, taken in by the wing. Good tackle by Daryl Wang. The Billikens swinging it to their right, taken in by their number 8 man, Devotee.
All right, time to should have tried to tackle that guy to the sideline. That would have been nice.
As we were both saying earlier, this field is a little bit narrower and shorter than most pitches we're using. The ref has decided to take off to stop the clock, it looks like. Having a word with the players. But we're back on now. And this time they elect to attempt to kick for touch. Looks like they made it down there, so it'll be a line out to the Billikens.
Very far down the field, and he could easily score a try here, so we need to play some of our best defense.
Absolutely. Defensive line.
Lions almost take that away.
But the Billikens very close to making a try. Their number 8 man Devotee, I think it was, getting very close to the poles, but a penalty to the Lions. Now that was a good.
That was some good luck.
Good luck. But boy, did that. Whew.
Very high, but not a whole lot of territory gained by it. But at least he got back from the try zone a little bit.
Going up against that wind, it's. And so now we have a line out to the Lions, I believe. Well, once again, the ref asking or choosing to have some words with the teams. So that both sides will be playing to his satisfaction. Captain Mark Shea preparing for the put-in. Normally in rugby, of course, it's the number 2 man, the hooker, who does the put-ins, but
doesn't necessarily have to be him.
Absolutely. Want the best man for the job. I suppose Mark used to do front row stuff back when he did B-side stuff back in the day.
Yeah, he never played hooker, but he played a lot of prop freshman year.
And looks like yeah, the ref having some issues with his watch, which of course is a bit of an important piece of equipment for the game, as he is the official timekeeper, the official time lord, as it were. And it looks like we're ready to roll. Mark Shea. Take it in, misses everybody. But the ref wanting to speak to them once again. And
redoing the line out, it looks like.
All right, so let's do it again. Sort of knocked but taken in still by the Lions as they passing out down the center of the pitch. Missed, poor pass. But there was a knock on in the line out, and so we'll go back there and have ourselves a scrum. We cannot seem to leave that little quarter of the pitch.
Yes.
We're stuck there.
Thought for a second that Joseph D'Artol might be able to make us some ground.
We have seen some good performances from D'Artola today, some good runs. Chris Halligan with the feed into the scrum. Mark Shea took it himself. There's Quigley with the ball. Ooh, a bit of a... Yes,
he knocks it on.
And now a scrum to the Billikens in some prime real estate on the pitch, right in front of the poles. If I were a crate, it would be fun if they try to drop a goal, but I imagine they won't. But
yeah, if it was good weather, they might.
I mean, that's a good position to try it. drop the ball, kick it through, and get 3 points. Why not? But maybe not with today's weather. Oh, it came out of the scrum. And the ref going to reset the thing, and we'll do it again. So we're in about the 21st minute of play, roughly speaking. Our clock is, of course, unofficial. But here we are. The Lions looking on from the side with their coach, Father Carlisle. The scrum looked like there was a... When the Billikens take it, they're 10, their fly half making very strong motion down the pitch towards the try-zone. Very far on the opposite side of the pitch. But a penalty to the Lions. Good stuff.
I believe this is the second time Billikens have been about to score a try and we get a penalty awarded to us. We've gotten lucky today.
Absolutely. The Billikens not doing themselves any favors with their penalties.
So, another high and seemingly strong kick, but doesn't go super far because of the wind.
Yeah. Very cold. But at least it's sunny. Get some vitamin D. So the Lions, with their line-out, Mark Shea doing the throw-in, taken in by Charles Prather. Good stuff. The kick by Kevin Quigley.
Doesn't go super far, but buys us a little territory.
The Billikens making out to the inside the pitch. He knocks down Kevin Quigley, number 11 for the Billikens. That's Southern. And another penalty, not releasing, I believe.
Maybe Billikens have been a little bit undisciplined with their play today.
And the ball comes flying towards us. Finally, I think it was a little break in the wind that enabled that ball to make it a bit further down the pitch.
Yeah, each penalty's gotten us a little bit further.
And another line out to the Lions. Captain Marche to throw in the ball. And the Lions lose that one. Taken in by the scrum half for the Billikens. Luke Dean and Raphael Dvorak bringing him to ground. As the Billikens prepare to take the ball up the field. A carry by number 5, Petlansky. Out to their scrum fly half with a kick down the pitch to be fielded by Eamon Martin, but no, it's...
Looks like that's
into the dead ball.
past the dead ball.
And so we'll go back to the where it was kicked.
It'll be a scrum to the Lions.
We got a nice, good view for this one, right in the center of the pitch, right around where we are located. And so, Chris Halligan with the feed. And he takes it out to Kevin Quigley. Bit of a low pass. Quigley, with a pass taken in eventually by Matthew Romero.
And there was a whistle. Looks like there was a forward pass or a knock on.
Forward pass. Is what do you get there? Forward pass. So it'll be a scrum to the Billikens. Is that Father Beck on the other side of the pitch, Thomas?
I believe so.
Father Beck visiting La Salette over these past few days. Sitting in on a number of classes, and I'm sure we are all very glad to have him visit us and talk with us.
He gave a really good recollection on Tuesday.
Indeed he did. That was a good one on St. Peter. And Daryl Wang. I'm not sure if he knocked it out or what happened, but regardless, play continues. The Billikens. Their scrum half, the fly half, sorry. Powerful drive up the pitch. Mark Shea helping to bring it to an end. As the Billikens, they broke through, gained some meters. The Billikens continuing, trying to push their way back towards the middle now. Nathan Wiener with the tackle. And now they're trying to swing it out to the right. And a penalty to the Billikens, and he's opting to go for the posts once again.
This one's a little bit further out.
But
I guess he has confidence in his kicking skills.
confidence in his kicking, and maybe, well, every time they've gotten close to the try line, they've committed a penalty. So
I guess they think this might be their only way to score.
Their fly half, Sextro, apparently is his name, prepares for the kick.
And the touch judges say it's good.
It's good, and so it's 3 points to the Billikens. 3 points to the Billikens. They get first blood, as we have, well, somewhere around 7-8 minutes of play in the first half.
So we're reset at the middle of the field now. We've been driven back in our half for quite a while now, so hopefully this is our opportunity to stop them in their half and answer back with a try. And an immediate knock on by the Billikens.
Well, that's what you like to see.
We can win off their mistakes, hopefully.
Hopefully, the Lions. It's actually nice to be back in Billiken territory. It's been a while since we've been down here.
We're here right at the beginning of the game, and not much since then.
The scrum more towards the right side of the field, so Daryl Wang on the right side with the Quigley and the rest over to the left. Halligan out to Quigley, out to Peter Dvorak. Offloads to Daryl Wang. Daratola, sorry.
And the Billikens have created a turnover.
The Billikens still pushing up the far side of the pitch. Probably due to move inwards now. There it is. Going for short but efficient drives with the forwards. There's fly half now sending it out to the back. Although there is a number 2. Taken down. Good tackle by Daryl Wang.
Very strong counter ruck by the Lions.
Raphael Dvorak with the tackle. The Billikens getting awfully close. Gaining a few meters with some not great efforts at tackling. The kick by Sextro. Taken in by Matthew Romero, but going back. It was a penalty. Looked like in from the side.
And he has called the half.
Really?
Nah, not the half, but it looks like he called time for an injury.
An injury. So we'll take this advantage to hydrate and get some water. The player is standing, but it looks like he's coming off the... Well, did you see it, Thomas? What happened?
I didn't even know that this happened until he called time off, so I have no idea.
Maybe he got a little knock to the head, and so in a good practice, make sure that everything's all right, or perhaps there's some blood. But the number, yeah, I think, well, it looks like they're looking at his head, assessing his head. That's the number 8 for the Billikens. Devotee. And just listen to that wind. Mighty wind's blowing. It's kicking up the sand.
Looks like number 8 is good to go back in.
All right, everything checks out. And so the coaches and the water move off the pitch, and we'll go to the penalty. Penalty to the Billikens. And they opt for a scrum. Looks like that's what they're wanting to do on this windy day. Going to the set piece, and well, let's see what they do. And the Billikens maintain possession out to the fly half, who sends it out. Poor pass work taken in by their winger, number 14. Croat. And another whistle. A penalty to the Lions once again. Chris Halligan will go with the quick tap and sends it off to Luke Dean, who takes it into contact. Nathan Weiner. The Lions pushing their way up the center of the pitch, but losing it. Knocking it on in the process. So another scrum. Another scrum to the Billikens.
This has to be like our 15th scrum today.
There has been lots of scrumming. So much scrumming. And so the referee gives them the instructions to crouch, to bind, and to sit. The number 9 taking it himself, passing it off to the fly half. Chris Halligan with the tackle. The Billikens, I don't know what, should have just gone over. And a knock by the Billikens, and so we'll scrum again. Scrum again in these windy conditions. The ref checking his watch. See close-ish to halftime.
Wouldn't be surprised if the next dead ball would be half. And he's awarded a free kick to the Billikens.
They take it. Number 6 for the Billikens, making his way down the left side of the pitch. The Billikens hoping to end the half with some mustard as they continue their drive.